In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 10, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Creighton versus Xavier. We have the semifinals of the Big East Conference NCAA men's basketball tournament on Friday night, as the 3rd-seeded Creighton Blue Jays and the 2nd-seeded Xavier Musketeers in a neutral site game at Madison Square Garden. The Blue Demons are 21-11 right now and are coming off an 87-74 win on Thursday in the quarterfinals against the Villanova Wildcats. The Musketeers are a dominant 24-8 so far and are coming off an 89-84 quarterfinal win over the DePaul Blue Demons on Thursday. These programs split their 2 regular season meetings against one another. The Blue Jays are 10-2 against the spread in their last 12 neutral site games and 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 Friday games. The Musketeers are 7-2-1 against the spread in their last 10 Friday games. The over is 4-0 in Blue Jays' last 4 overall. The over is 4-0 in Musketeers' last 4 overall. The underdog is 14-6 against the spread in the last 20 meetings. The ability to consistently knock down threes is critical for obvious reasons, and there is a difference here, as Creighton is 70th in the sport with a 36.1 three-point percentage, while Xavier is all the way up at 4th in the nation with a 40 percentage from beyond the arc thus far. Diving into the block percentage in the last 3 games, they are close in that department, as the Blue Jays have a 4.1 block percentage, while the Musketeers are sitting with a 4.5 block percentage in that 3-game span. The underdog has covered in 14 of their last 20 games against one another. You can make a case for either team here, but the Xavier Musketeers and the underdog role is hard to turn down. Xavier is a feisty, tough-minded team that doesn't go down quietly and loses as underdogs by an average of just 1 point. Give me whatever free points I can get with the Musketeers in what should be a fun Big East clash. So the Xavier Musketeers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The offenses as of late have been cooking, as the Blue Jays are averaging 90 points in their last 3 games, while the Musketeers are scoring 86 points in their previous 4 games played. KenPom's adjusted offensive ratings show these are 2 of the best in the nation, as Creighton is 24th with a 115.5 offensive rating, while Xavier is 6th with a 120.4 offensive rating thus far. The over has hit in the previous 4 Blue Jays and Musketeers games. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. TCU versus Texas. The number 22 ranked TCU Horned Frogs play the number 7 ranked Texas Longhorns on Friday in the semifinals of the Big 12 Conference Tournament in Kansas City at the T-Mobile Center. TCU defeated Kansas State 80-67 on Thursday in its quarterfinals game, and the Horned Frogs have won 3 of the last 4. Texas defeated Oklahoma State 61-47 on Thursday in its quarterfinals game. Texas has won 2 straight in 4 of the last 6. Texas displayed excellent defense when defeating Oklahoma State on Thursday, allowing just 47 points. Early in the season, Texas played very well on defense, but of late has not. However, it appears the Longhorns have found their defense once again. Texas has covered the spread in 4 of its last 5 overall, and in 4 of the last 5 against a team that has a winning percentage of above .600. TCU has failed to cover the spread in 7 of its last 10 overall, and in 5 of the last 7 against an opponent that has a winning percentage of higher than .600. In the most recent game between TCU and Texas, the Horned Frogs won at home, but failed to cover the spread as a 3.5-point favorite. So the Texas Longhorns to cover the spread is our full game side pick. When these 2 met on March 1st, a total of 148 points were scored, which finished under the closing line of 149.5 points. The total has finished under in 4 of TCU's last 5 and in 6 of the last 8 that TCU has played at a neutral site. Texas is coming off a victory in which the Longhorns allowed just 47 points and only 108 points were scored, finishing under the closing total of 141 points. The total finished under in 4 of Texas' last 5. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona State versus Arizona. We've reached the semifinal round of the Pac-12 tournament as a pair of teams from the Copper State try to punch their ticket to the title game lock-up in the city that never sleeps. The 6th-seeded Arizona State Sun Devils do battle with the 2nd-seeded and number 8 Arizona Wildcats with a berth in the championship game at stake Friday night. In a bit of a surprise, Arizona State upended 3rd-seeded USC 77-72 Thursday night, winning outright as a 5-point underdog. Arizona avenged a previous loss to 10th-seeded Stanford as they earned a 95-84 triumph over the Cardinal Thursday night, covering the line as a 9.5-point favorite. In the all-time series between the schools, the Wildcats own an 87-65 advantage. This season, the teams split 2 meetings, with the Wildcats winning 69-60 on the road on December 31, 2022, before Arizona State earned a stunning 89-88 win on a beyond half-court shot at the buzzer in Tucson on February 25th. The Sun Devils are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 neutral site games and 5-11 against the spread in their last 16 games overall. The Wildcats are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 Friday games. The over is 6-2 in Sun Devils' last 8 neutral site games. The over is 4-0 in Wildcats' last 4 overall. You can absolutely bet that the Wildcats have not forgotten about what Arizona State did to them just 2 weeks ago, stealing a game from them on their home court at the buzzer. That was one of 3 losses over the final 6 regular season games for Arizona, the first being against Stanford, whom they got their revenge against on Thursday. Their last loss came versus number 4 UCLA in the season finale, but they first must handle the Sun Devils before they can even consider that notion. Arizona State has been shooting poorly of late, with percentages that are around 39% in their last 2 games and at 29.2% just 3 games ago. Arizona, on the other hand, is shooting lights out and scoring in bunches. The Wildcats want nothing more than to make their arch rivals sweat things out on Selection Sunday, and a big win here will make that so. That meeting just 2 weeks ago is just another in a long line of classics in the rivalry. What will Friday have in store when the stakes are much greater? Arizona avenged their loss to Stanford by running them into the ground. Look for them to do the same to a Sun Devils team playing for the 3rd straight day here. So the Arizona Wildcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In 2 meetings this season, Arizona and Arizona State have averaged 153 points per game combined. Over their last 5 apiece, the combined average is 159.4 points per game. Arizona is ranked 6th overall in Ken Palm's tempo ratings, giving us one of the fastest-paced teams in the land in this game. Arizona State is no slouch either, ranking in the upper half in tempo as 121st overall. The Wildcats have scored 80+ in 8 of their last 11 games, meaning they will carry the bulk of the load here for us if the Sun Devils can't produce. However, I fully expect Arizona State to kick, scratch, and claw their way into keeping things close, so like their last meeting, they will need to keep pace on the scoring end, upping our total. The over is 2-1 in the last 3 meetings between these schools and is 7-1 in the Wildcats' last 8 overall. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.